Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode working on this car here. Now, some of you might have guessed, some of you are right. Turns out, this thing's got a bad motor. Cylinder 4 has got no compression. So, I brought the cherry picker home from work this weekend. We're going to be pulling the motor, probably the transmission too this weekend. Well, the motor and transmission probably isn't going to go back in until it's ready for reassembly. So this is probably the last time we'll see this car as a street car. This video is probably not going to have a lot of this dialogue and everything into it. It's just going to be a very long process getting all this stuff out of here, and explaining everything and videotaping everything. It makes the day twice as long. So you'll still see montage videos of it and everything, and I'll still show maybe certain things that I've struggled with or certain tips or tricks that I think might be useful. But for the most part, we're just gonna see some time-lapse video here today. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. Alright guys, so a quick little update. I'm sure you guys saw some of my struggle there. I was going for these turbo bolts here. I only managed to get 2 out of the 5 that are in it. Unless there's 6 and I don't know where the 6th one is. I really hope there's only 5. I haven't gone to separate it yet, but I just got the last one out. So I got one of the bolt and nuts and one of the nuts. And then the other ones, one of them, this one up top here, this one broke. The one on the bottom on this side broke. And this one here backed off almost to the end and then stripped out. So I just had to get my angle grinder out and get a cutting blade down here so I could cut the end of it off. So when the engine comes out, that's gonna have to all be replaced. I might be replacing the turbo anyway. I don't know. We'll see. But that was a pain in the ass. So now, hopefully, from here on out, it goes fairly smoothly. Alright guys, so I'm sure you guys saw some struggle there. For some reason, for the life of me, I've been fighting at this thing for, gosh, I mean, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours now. Couldn't get the, could not for the life of me get the input shaft to unstick itself. So what I ended up doing, as you can see, is I ended up just cracking it enough that I could get a wrench in there and pull the pressure plate bolts, so that I separated it that way. So anyway, just, you know, yet another trick, I guess, up my sleeve. That was a pain, but should be ready to come out now. Alrighty, guys. As you can see there, I got it free. I forgot a couple. There were a couple vacuum lines going to this boost controller that I forgot. I forgot to disconnect the alternator. That was stupid of me. Fighting those two studs on the bottom, that was a little bit more difficult than I had first anticipated, but we got it out in the end, and that's what matters. So so there she is, and yeah. That's the last time this car is gonna have a motor in it as a street car. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I've been working out here for a good 5 or 6 hours today. Gosh, I should have had the motor out in 3, but that damn input, or that input shaft just boned me. Just fought and fought and fought, but we got it out in the end, and that's what counts. So a lot of this stuff that's in here, I'm gonna clean all this out. I'm gonna rip all this stuff out. For example, all those brake lines going over to the ABS booster, none of that's gonna be there. So I can rip all that out. And so now that the motor's out of here, I got a lot of space in here. I'm gonna give the engine bay a really good cleaning. I'm gonna come in here with a grinder and grind away some paint and some sealer and whatever, and do some seam welding up here. And then we'll move it inside and get the rest of the interior out and seam weld the interior. And then once that's all done, then it's time for a roll cage. And from there, then we'll probably work on suspension and seats and the interior pieces and the motor and what have you. So, but anyway, that's where we're at right now. The unfortunate thing is that the schedule I had hoped to adhere to. I had hoped that I could get this done by the Ohio ARA rally, the Forest rally. And that's, I believe, in April, if I'm remembering correctly. With this motor being bad, now I've got to buy a new motor. It's not really about the time that it takes to put a new motor in it. That's not going to be a huge issue. It's more about just the time it takes to make the money that it's going to take to put a good motor back into it. So, our schedule might be a little behind, little bit f***ed up, and we'll see. Might have to add another year onto that or something like that, but which is unfortunate. But at the same time, I'm glad that I at least get the opportunity now to put a powerhouse or a power plant in it that I know is going to be good. I know it's going to hold up to it. And, you know, I know that everything on the car from top to bottom, inside and out, is done, and it's done correctly. Because the last thing I want to do is half-ass this. So, you know, it's a give and take. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. There'll probably be a Patreon opening up here soon, if it hasn't already. Give me some support on there. I appreciate the hell out of you. You know, you don't have to, obviously, but you know how racing is. Racing's expensive, so, and I'm just a college student, so I don't have all the money in the world, and you guys want to see this thing get put back together fast. It's like I said, the timing of it is really just about making the money that it's going to take to put it all together. So, you know, every little bit helps. You guys want to hit me up over there, I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, just keep on watching the videos, and I appreciate that as well. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.